Hello, I'm E.T. Welcome to my channel where we do everything together. Okay, so this is a video I've been waiting to make for months. Since my health has improved and I got back to swimming and then eventually coaching, I've been struggling so much with the extremely dry skin, especially my feet. My feet is just a mess, and my face, it's so dry. And what often happens to me is I swim and then I coach. And sometimes I'm in the water when I coach, but oftentimes I'm on the pool deck and I walk without my shoes because the water of that particular pool spills over, and then I'm walking on stones or on bricks without shoes because that's just the easiest, it's the fastest way I can move around quickly. And because it's wet and the water is spilled over, I can't really walk in my shoes because I glide around in my sandals. So I take my shoes off, and for that hour or 2 hours that I'm coaching, I just walk on the pool deck on those bricks in the wet and chlorinated water. So my feet, usually when I'm coaching and swimming, is just, they're horrible. And as for my skin, I do get a lot of sun. I wear sunblock as much as I can. I wear a hat when I coach because I do coach outside in summers. And then I also train myself, and that's hours of chlorinated water. So that really gets to my skin. And then a friend of mine gave me, amongst other things, a mask, a sheet mask. That particular one was a L'Oreal sheet mask, also for a dry skin. And I tried it one day. I came back from swimming and I was like, might as well. My face feels terrible. I'm tired. And I took the sheet mask out. I put it on. And after 20 minutes, I felt, oh, my eyes is open. It was so magical. I felt so great. And from that moment, the bug bit me. And I went on this mission to find the best sheet masks for my face and my feet that will help instantly with dryness, especially extreme dryness. It doesn't have to be because of chlorine. This will work for anyone who struggles with dry facial skin or with dry feet. You don't have to be a swimmer, but just the chlorine is like the most severe circumstances you could be in, and the most severe dry, or let's put it this way, it's gonna make your skin dry really quickly. And that's just not a nice feeling. Now, these masks that I'm going to show you, they are not a cure for dry skin on a permanent basis. They do, however, provide the most relief for sheet masks in a very short amount of time. So it's about 20 minutes and then you feel relief, which is what I was going for because the next day I get back in the pool and I'm dry again. So it's not going to be a cure for your dry feet or your dry face, but it will help in those moments that you feel like I need help now. So I have tried several facial sheet masks and I've tried several for the feet. And of each of those, I've chosen two that I like the most. I do have a number one for the face and for the feet. And then there's an honorable mention. And I'm going to demonstrate each of these masks for you, including the feet masks. Okay, so for local buyers, those are South African residents, please check out the description. It has the links to local stores like Dis-Chem and Clicks that sell these masks. And then for international buyers, I've got the Amazon links in the description if you want to try them out. I've been buying sheet masks for about 6 months now that I've been testing them intensely. It's been a journey. It's been a journey, and I've had so many masks disappoint me deeply. But I've also found ones that are quite awesome. So without further ado, I shall demonstrate these masks for you. I'm going to show you the packaging. I am going to open them and put them on. And I'm going to also show you how I take them off so that you can get an idea of how it looks afterwards, how they fit on the face, what the packaging looks like, and I'll explain to you why I like them, what I don't like about them, and then you can make an informed decision. Okay, so I've got my favorite headband on, or my favorite headband to use when I wash my face or use masks. Um, just a note before we start. I do not have good skin. I don't particularly have bad skin in the sense that I have a lot of breakouts, but what I do struggle with is hormonal imbalances, and because of my prior health problems, I still have things that change in my skin that is not quite what it should be. So if you struggle with breakouts or redness or spots or bumps, which I have all of the time, on and off, it changes. The landscape of my skin changes. Sometimes I have like a huge red bump for no reason. It's not PMS related or anything like that. It just happens. Sometimes it's tiny things. Sometimes it's like a rash. There is no specific health problem. Things in my body just have not gone back to equilibrium, so it's fine. Really, you don't have to look like you have one single skin tone all over your face and everything's perfect. Um, I'm 37 now. When I was younger, it bothered me a lot, and I understand why. You want to look your best, and I get that. And it was difficult for me. I struggled with skin problems when I was younger, and it was the same cause. Um, but now that I'm older, I just realize it really doesn't matter. You want someone to see you for who you are as a person. The skin is nice. It's nice to have it when your skin looks smooth and, and good. But I enjoy self-care like this more now, using masks and feeling good. Even if I do still have red spots after using masks and putting on nice cream, and I'm still spotty, that's all right. And then I just go to the gym spotty and all, and I go swim. I swim, so I don't bother with makeup. I don't put on makeup before I go swim. It's just, for me, it's too much effort. If somebody else wants to do that, that's cool. But for me, it's too much effort. So I just go swim, and when I get out, I look the way I look. I look the way I wake up in the morning, and it's fine. So if that's you, that's cool. If you like makeup, that's also cool. I'm not particularly good at applying makeup, and I do envy people who are. But you look the way you want to look, And if you have spots, you have spots, and if you don't, that's also cool. All right. I like to talk a lot. All right, so let's see. Let's start with my second favorite for the face. Okay, so both of the masks I'm going to show you have hyaluronic acid. I learned of these ingredients as I went on my merry way of searching for masks, but they both have hyaluronic acid, which I have found to be the best if you have extremely dry skin, especially when you come out of a chlorinated pool. Right, so this one I bought from Amazon. It's from Mediheal, and it comes in a packet like this. It's a nifty packet of 5. Right. So there we go. There we go. Okay. So it has 5 masks in it, and I'm going to take out one, and then I'll show it to you. And it's sealed. Packaging is neat. These masks do not have a strong smell. They have almost no smell, which I like. I don't like things that are strongly scented, but the mask that I like the most for the face, it has a bit of more of a smell, but it's a very clean and pleasant smell, and I actually prefer that. All right, so Mediheal, choice number 2. There we go. This is how it looks when you take it out of the box. One mask. This is on the back, right? Okay, so this is my number 2 choice. You can get it from Amazon. These masks aren't cheap, but they're also not extremely expensive. So if you use them once a week, I think that's something people can afford on average. Not everyone, but it's not extremely terribly expensive. I would say if you look at beauty products, these masks and the other one I'm going to show you is what we would probably call affordable. I would say most people won't be able to use them more than once a week if you're on a budget, or maybe twice a week. I won't advise using it more than twice a week. I think twice a week it's fine. Maybe if you're in a chlorinated pool, you can go for 3 times a week. I don't have the budget for 3 times a week, but you know, why not? Also, I am not a beautician or a medical doctor, so everything I say here is just me having fun and having tested stuff. All right, so the Mediheal mask, I'm going to take it out of its packaging. I'll show it to you, and then I'm going to put it on my face. Okay, so it just tears like this. There we go. Oh, wow. When epic fail. I'm going to get the scissors and cut them. The previous one tore, but this one doesn't want to tear. Oops. I am back with the scissors. I mean, you know, life. All right, so there we go. Okay. So that's the Mediheal one. All right. Also, I'm not sponsored by anyone for anything, so this is just my private collection. Okay, so this is taking it out of the packaging. It is very, very moisturized. All right, so take it out, and let me open this for you. Ooh, this is a lot of fluid, like so much fluid. What I can say about the Mediheal masks is that they do have this nifty thing where you put it on your face, and then after the 20 minutes or when enough time has passed and it's ready to take off, then it shows the Mediheal, the word is on it, and the word appears. So then you know, okay, fine, I should take my mask off. All right, so it is, this is it. Let's see. There we go. C'est voila. Okay, so let's see. All right, so if you want to know about my face size, I'm 1.73 meters tall, and I am very muscular, and I don't have a huge face, but I would say I have a medium face. So on average, this mask should fit most faces, and then maybe if you have a really, really large face, which I don't think really is the case for women, and for many men, this will also work. So I think men can totally use this. All right, so here we go. Okay, so applied, mostly applied. So what you'll find is the Mediheal or the Heel word will appear all over the mask once it's been on long enough. So that's a nifty thing which you don't get with the other masks that I'm going to show. Right. So it feels nice. It feels nice. It smells nice. It doesn't have a strong smell at all, barely any smell at all. And it feels good on the skin. Okay. It feels like it should be a little bit larger, the nose part, and this should be able to go a bit more flat, but otherwise it's cool. Okay, and then the other thing that I should mention, after I put the mask on, I take what is left of the serum, and I put the serum all over my chest and my arms and my back and my neck, and there's quite a lot of serum left in the package. So it's like, there's more serum left than this, but this is just some of it. And so I apply it all over until all of the serum has been used, because I don't want to waste anything and the rest of my body is equally dry. Okay, so it's time to take the mask off, and I want to show you what happens. See the words, the Mediheal words, they start to appear. And like there, oh, the lighting's so bad. Like there you can see. So then you know it's time to take the mask off. Right, so what it looks like when you take it off. Ta-da! All right, so you can see there's a lot of moisture on my face, but it's not sticky. It's not a sticky residue. It's not annoying. It's not like it's soft. And when you dry your face, and you have massaged all of the moisture into your face, or all of the serum into your face feels so smooth, so smooth. And it's nice. It's nice not to feel so cracked up and dry until you get into the pool the next day, and then you feel cracked up and dry all over again. But for that one night of peace, and also chose sheet masks because I want something that's quick. And I can just take it out of the packaging, put it on my face, lie down on my bed. I'm tired. I'm not in the mood to apply things meticulously and take time. I just want to put it on and lie down and take it off, and then it's there. So that's why I chose sheet masks. Also, I find that the other mask that you get, all of the various types of masks and applications, they don't really give you the moisture like a good sheet mask. Moving along to mask number 2, or mask number 1. In my case, this is the mask that I like the most for my face. It has a little bit more of a scent, but it's still very fresh and very clean, so it's not annoying or offensive, not to me. There's more moisture or more serum, I feel, in this mask than the Mediheal mask that I just showed. And this mask is available in stores in South Africa. So if you live in South Africa, you can buy this mask from Clicks and from Dis-Chem, for instance. They're available in most Clicks and most Dis-Chem, so it's easy to acquire if you're South African. If you're not South African and you're an international mask user, you can find this mask on Amazon. They do sell this series of masks, so you should be able to find them if you really want to try, or if you really want to give them a try. This was not the first mask that I tried after the birthday gift. This was about like the second or the third mask. It was early on in the journey. It was early on in the mask search journey, and I couldn't really find masks that compared with this one. I tried, not for lack of trying. I really did go all out, but it was just I was never happy after this one. So without further ado, this is a mask by Skinrepublic. Okay, so here we go. It's also hyaluronic acid. They're both in the blue packaging. Right, so, and this is the back. Both of these masks have excellent instructions. You don't have to wonder about anything. This mask does not have an indication on it that says when it's ready to take off. But for most of these masks, especially these two, a max 20 minutes is usually what they say before you have to take it off. Many of them say 10 to 20 minutes. I like to leave it on as long as possible. So I usually take it off after 20 minutes, give or take. And it's fine. Right, so opening this one. Let's see how this goes. Ha! The smooth open. Alright, so this one worked. Mostly. Taking it out of the packaging. Let's see. Okay, so there's a lot of serum in this. It's the same thing. I use the mask on my face, and then I put the rest of the serum on my body. Why waste it? It's just like my whole body's dry anyway after the pool or after coaching, so might as well use it all. Okay, so this is the mask, and it opens more easily, this one, than the Mediheal mask. So it feels like the mask itself is a bit stronger. The material feels more sturdy. The smell is just lovely. I do not like scented things, but this one I like. Okay, so here we go. Okay, let's have it the right way around. Okay, there we go. Voila. Alright, so this mask is larger than the other one, it feels. Although, the mask itself is larger, but it feels like the holes for the eyes are smaller. So, yeah. And it has, I think they shape more or less the same. So you'll find, there we go. As you can see from my fingers, and also my struggle, I'm not an expert. Yeah, but as you can see from my fingers, it's very, very serum filled. And it does cover a little bit more under the eyes and around the eyes. The nose coverage is more or less the same. It's a little bit, I think, slightly longer, but maybe not. Yeah. There we go. All right. So it doesn't have an indication. I usually should not talk with it on. But just take it off after 20 minutes. But you can see, like, there's a lot of serum. So there's a lot for the rest of the body. Yeah, and then after 20 minutes, take it off. And I'll be back after 20 minutes. Okay, so let's take it off. There we go. Okay, so there's more serum when you take this one off. There's a lot of, a lot of serum when you take it off. So just massage it in. The serum, again, is not sticky. It's not sticky. It's not like a disgusting feeling, but there's a lot to go around. So just keep on massaging it into your face, into your neck, pretty much everywhere. And then you're good to go. And then you're nice and smooth until the next time you get into the pool, and then you dry again. Okay, so now we move on to the honorable mention. That one I'm not going to take out and put on, but I'll show you guys and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Okay, so moving on to the honorable mentions. This is the first honorable mention, also from Skinrepublic. You can find this one on Amazon or in Clicks and Discount in South Africa. This one is collagen, elastin, and vitamin E. So it's not quite as moisturizing, or for me at least, it's not quite as moisturizing as the hyaluronic acid one. However, it still smells wonderful. It still gives a lot of moisture. And if you want a little bit of collagen, if you're older like me, or if you're even older, I swim masters, so there's a lot of people well into their 60s, 70s, 80s, even above 100. So if you're in the mood for a little bit more collagen and you want a mask that also gives moisture, then this one, this one from Skinrepublic, Collagen Infusion. This one actually is not bad at all. I like this one a lot. There we go. And the link is in the description below. Okay, moving on to the second And one of my favorites, actually. It does not provide as much moisture at all, but it makes my skin so soft. So soft. It's also got very little smell. And you just feel cool. You also feel slightly cool. Um, like there's a cool feeling in your cheeks when you apply this mask. Um, I think it's a brand you can only find in South Africa. You might be able to order it online, but I stand corrected. Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. I do know that this you can find in Dis-Chem in South Africa. Right. So it's a Skinstrategy mask, which might be a Dis-Chem brand, but again, I'm not 100% sure. And it's a soothing and calming mask, and they say enrich with lavender and olive extract. And I was very surprised. I felt so smooth, even the next day, before I got into the pool. I mean, after I was in the pool, that was destroyed. But the next morning when I woke up after trying this mask the previous night, my skin was so soft, and I was quite surprised. I didn't expect that, because after using this mask, it didn't feel like much happened, and I thought, okay, another useless one. But then the next day I felt my skin is so soft, and then I tried it again, and it was the same thing. So it actually does have an effect. It might not be immediate, but maybe a little bit after that. So like here it is. Skinstrategy, available from Dis-Chem, link in the description below. It's a tiny one. The mask itself is not large. It's much smaller than the previous ones I showed you, so it does not, it's maybe for a little bit of a smaller face. I mean, anyone can use it, but it's not going to cover, I don't think it covers quite as well. It's a little bit more round as well. Okay, so there we go. And that's the back. All right. Okay, so now for the feet. The feet, I think it's everyone's struggle, really. And you don't have to be a swimmer to struggle with feet that are dry or cracked or anything like that. These masks I also use in my routine for cracked heels, because I started struggling with cracked heels recently after coaching all summer, after coaching outside all summer. And then I developed a little bit of a crack in my left heel, and then it grew so large and I was fed up. I tried a lot of heel balms and things, and it didn't solve the problem. So I went on a hunt for that as well. But the sequence of things that I use to treat the crack in my heel, that I'll share in a different video, because there's a few steps, and it involves different things. But for now, I'll show you the masks, the foot masks, specifically sheet foot masks that I use for my foot routine. After searching high and low, I found 2 foot masks that made me, or foot socks, if you will, that made me happy. The first one made me the happiest. And then much later, I bought a second one that I found could compare in many ways. And so as to give people options locally and internationally. So this is my second favorite foot mask. This one is from a brand that I can't pronounce. It's a K-beauty brand. So I'll rather show you before I mispronounce it. It's available from Amazon. It's not available locally in South Africa. So for international and local people, you have to buy it off Amazon. The link is in the description below. I'm sure maybe you'll definitely be able to find this in other countries, probably in store. But for this particular one, or in my case, I'm in South Africa, so I bought this off Amazon. And it also comes in a pack of 6. This one comes in a pack of 6. You also get them in packs of 12. But for the sake of experimentation, I thought I'd buy only 6 and hope for the best. Right, so here we go. This one is my second favorite. It does smell absolutely fantastic. I think this one smells better than my favorite foot mask or foot socks. This one definitely is, it smells so good. And it's got hyaluronic acid, coconut oil, and milk extract. Again, there's just one mask in this. So there's my little secret to the mask situation, the foot mask situation. I find that some of them come with a piece that they say, oh, tear this and then stick this and it'll keep the sock on. No, that doesn't work. I find that they tried, but they failed. So the secret to keeping the socks on, at least for me, is 2 hair bands. I use this one on the right foot, this one on the left foot, and I'll show you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the socks on. I'll tie these in the way that I tie them, and then I am going to show you a photo of the finished product when everything's ready. I'll try and show you on video how I put them on, but I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. It might just be too weird. Right, so this one also tears. Let's see. Ha! Success. And then they come out like this. So you've got the two booties or the 2 socks. They're quite large. They make sure that, you know, everyone can fit into these. So let's do this. Okay, so there we go. So here at the bottom is what I was talking about. These things that they say you can use to stick them, to keep them on your feet. They don't work, at least not for me. They just don't keep them in place. Okay, so to take these 2 apart, you tear, and they come apart like this. There we go. And then they open like this. So, and then you put your foot in there. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show you how to do this. I mean, not that you don't know, but I'm gonna try. This might not be a success. Okay, so let's see. Foot. Oh my word. Okay, so I'll show you how it looks when I put both of them on. Okay. So I'm gonna try and show you the feet on camera or on the video, but I'll also post a picture right after this video to show you how it looks with the hair bands tied to the feet, or the socks rather. And then you leave it on for 20 minutes. You can go 25, even 30. I've worn them for 30 minutes. Or at least I've worn the one I like the most for 30 minutes. But that's not something I'm going to advise, because stick to the safety methods rather. If the mask or the box or the instruction says 20 minutes max, then rather stick to 20 minutes max, just for safety. Okay, so oh wow, there we go. It's tied. That's not the best shot, honestly, but I'll post the photo so you can see. So 20 minutes and then I'll take them off. Okay, so the one thing I don't like that much of this mask that I've just shown you is that it leaves like a white residue on the foot just after you take the sock off. You can massage it in and then it's gone, but I'm not I'm not that much a fan of it. Let's say the mask that I'm going to show you next, the one that I like the most for the foot, that one doesn't leave this white residue or white serum on your feet. So I'm not that much a fan of the white serum. As you've seen in the picture that I've just shown. It's just a bit weird. But you know, it smells wonderfully. The mask has a very, very pleasant smell for me. And my feet are soft, which is what you want. The feet feels much less dry and they are soft. So in that sense, I can't complain. But yeah, it's just a tad weird. So it says, yeah, as you can see, that's before I massage it into my feet. It's something, I mean, it shouldn't be a problem. And again, they smell wonderful, they feel wonderful. I use them in my cracked heel routine. But I prefer clear serum. Yeah, it depends, but I prefer a clear. Okay, so this is my favorite foot mask. This is the first one I tried, and same thing as with the face mask. I just couldn't find another mask that made me quite as happy. So here we are. It is the foot repair mask from Skinrepublic. Um, so again, for South Africans, you can find it in Dis-Chem and in Clicks. Most Dis-Chems and Clicks will have it. And then for international buyers, you can find this on Amazon. Maybe in other places. I'm not sure whether it's available in other countries in store, but international watchers of this channel and people who want to use this mask, you should be able to buy it from Amazon. Right, okay, so this is the front. And this is the back. And it is very much the same as the other masks structurally. It's also large enough so that you can use it on feet that are either very small or much larger. But this one does not leave a white residue when you're done. There is still a serum left behind when you take the mask off, which you still have to massage into the feet. But it's not as white, or it's completely clear. So it doesn't look the same as the previous mask. It also has a very pleasant light smell. And I also use the hairbands to tie this one. This one doesn't have a sticky part. So the hairbands they do fine. I tried clothing pins, but that didn't work as well. And then the hairbands, they just do the trick. So I use the hairbands on any foot masks. I don't have honorable mentions for the foot masks. I just really struggled to find foot masks that was any good. It was a mission. Okay, so I'll show you how these look when you take them out. So it's the same thing. They also tear quite easily at the top. And then take them out like this. Okay, and they feel soft on the outside as well as the inside. And it's the same situation. You tear them at the top, and they do actually tear a little bit easier than the previous pair. They also smell really good. So I guess it'll depend on which smell you like more between the two. They both have a light, non-offensive, to me, non-offensive smell. There we go, booty 1 and booty 2. And then it's just exactly the same. You open them. And this pair from Skinrepublic, to me, they feel just a little bit more designed or tailored. So they open more easily. They feel more sturdy, if I can put it that way. And I just like them more. So I'm going to put them on, and then I'll just show you what my feet look after I take them out. Time to take the foot mask off. And I'll show you guys what it looks like when the Skinrepublic foot repair mask comes off. Okay. Fabulous. Okay, so the residue or the serum that's left behind with the foot repair, the Skinrepublic mask, is also a little bit light. I see it's not completely see-through, but it's not sticky at all, and it just feels a little bit lighter. So it's definitely less white overall. And to me, it's just more pleasant. They both soften the feet really well, but I do prefer the Skinrepublic one. All right, so those were the masks. I am going to show you a photo of all the masks and their names just before the end of this video. And I hope you try them. And let me know in the comment section whether these masks work for you, whether you just have extremely dry skin or whether you're a swimmer, and whether you found this helpful. And then maybe the next beauty video, if you if you can call it that, the next video about self-care and beauty regimens, I might make that about the heel cracks, which I know is something a lot of people struggle with. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good day.